Good afternoon, Hobo Nation. It's that time of the day where we bring you the Hobo Wrestling Alliance, the HWA house shows for today, Season 1, Episode 11, exclusively found on Discord. Although that link takes you to YouTube, you can only get the link on Discord. I want to welcome everyone. Thank you for watching, and we have a great card leading up to tonight's Dusty Rhodes Classic. That's right, that was the announcement that everybody was waiting for yesterday, but I refused to give it out. I kept it a secret. I sealed my lips, Hobo Nation, so that you could be left all a tizzy with wonder and doubt as to what in the F is going on in Sunburn City. Well, that's what's going on tonight in Sunburn City. We will be replacing Terror Tuesday tonight with the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. Who will take home the trophy tonight? We're going to have some of the best tag teams in all of the HWA competing for that prestigious prize. And I'm not going to tell you a single team that's on it, but I will say this: one team will shock you. They will shock you, and they will rock you. And I'm looking forward to that team participating in the Dusty Rhodes Classic tonight, exclusively on Twitch, live streaming in Sunburn City Live. We're going to get today's show, Season 1, Episode 11, HWA House Shows, underway. And let me start by showing you what exactly is going to be happening here, Hobo Nation. Look at the card. Oh, that's the wrong one. Look at the card that we have for you today. So we're going to kick it off in true tag team fashion. Rhyno, Heath, Slater taking on the Miztourage with the Miz in their corner. I don't know, but I don't like Heath and Rhyno's chances in the match. The Miztourage been on a roll lately, climbing the ladder, climbing the tag team ranks, going for American Alpha, trying to get to that spot where they can actually challenge the HWA Tag Team Champions, American Alpha. I don't know, but I'm hoping Rhyno and Heath Slater come up with something groovy, because I don't want to see the Miztourage wearing the gold. That's all I'm saying. It's my house, and I don't want them wearing the gold. But if they earn it, they earn it. We can't stop progress. And for a surprise second match, we're going to have one-on-one action. One member of the Bar, that's right, the Ginger Wrecking Machine, Shaemus, with his homie Cesaro in his corner, will be taking on one half of the Usos. He will be facing Jey Uso with Jimmy in his corner. It's going to be one hell of a match. These two teams have been developing a bit of a rivalry over the past few weeks here in the house shows, but we'll see. I don't know. If I was a betting man, which I kind of am, if I was a betting man, I'd definitely put it on the Ginger on this one. I'm gonna bet red. I'm gonna bet red on this one. We'll see what happens tonight on the Hobo Wrestling Alliance. Moving on to our third of 4 matches. It's for the HWA Hardcore Championship. It's the newly crowned Hardcore Champion Jay Flies taking on the Lone Wolf Baron Corbin. If you guys have been watching, you know Baron Corbin has been having a heated little rivalry with Bray Wyatt, the Eater of Worlds. He hasn't eaten anything here except donuts. I saw him lay waste to the concierge stand. Every donut was gone. They were gone. And then he did something weird with the lamp and sauntered off. But I saw it. Don't think I didn't see you eat all them donuts, Bray Wyatt. But anyway, it's going to be a backstage brawl, one-on-one for the Hardcore Championship. Jay Flies, the Lone Wolf Baron Corbin, today. In fact, just a few minutes away. Well, I can't really say few, because it might take an hour. And for the final match of the night, it's going to be a little bit of a grudge match here, folks. If you've been watching the Hobo Wrestling Alliance, you know about that triple threat match that went down last week. It was Bobby Roode, Daniel Bryan, and AJ Styles in a triple threat match, and it was one for the books. But Bobby Roode stole that win. According to Daniel Bryan, Bobby Roode stole that victory. Bobby Roode pinning AJ Styles after a Kinshasa kick from Daniel Bryan. Roode grabbed Bryan, tossed him outside, and dropped down, pinning AJ Styles. 1, 2, 3. And let me tell you, Daniel Bryan was 8 shades of pissed off backstage. And we're going to see a little revenge here, possibly between these two maybe rivals. But I can't really say. Will the glorious one be glorious? Or will Daniel Bryan bring the yes movement forward? Let's find out. I'd like to welcome everyone just tuning in to the HWA. Welcome to the Hobo Wrestling Alliance. And just so everyone's on the same page about the Hobo Wrestling Alliance, we are currently recruiting. It is an Xbox One only wrestling league. Everyone is welcome. HWA, the Hobo Wrestling Alliance. If you are interested in joining, please hit me up on Twitter or by leaving a comment here in the comment section of YouTube, because that means you have the link. And if you have the link, it means you're part of Sunburn City Live. Here we go.
A pleasure to have you along for the ride, ladies and gentlemen. The atmosphere in here is electric, as usual, and we're ready to kick things off. I've been doing this a while, so trust me when I say this has got instant classic written all over it. Stay tuned. And what a great way to start us off. Tag team matchup on the way. When we return, it's a battle where the participants will need to know where they are at all times. It'll be Team Heath Slater against the Entourage. Big time matchup.
Just one man, but I'm the one man The following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 511 pounds, Heath Slater and Rhyno.
What a great match we have here to start off this night, guys.
And Michael, I had to check twice when I saw this match listed as our opener. I mean, it could very well have been our main event.
Like we have quite the contest coming up. And good luck to those who have to follow this one. You're going to need it.
folks, we're ready to get this underway. And the bell rings, and it's going to be Slater starting with Dallas. And Slater already going for a front facelock here. Scooping Dallas up, showing some power. Great suplex by Heath Slater, starting the match off in the right way. And another collar and elbow tie-up and a little arm twist there. Little arm ringer there. Dropping him down to one knee and an arm bar, keeping Heath Slater and Bo Dallas. Oh, and Dallas showing great counter there into a fall down arm bar. Submission move there, and Slater rolling out of the way, and a big sidewalk backbreaker. A scoop and a backbreaker. Great stomp there from Heath Slater onto Bo Dallas. Wow, we started this match off faster than I thought. But then again, Heath Slater and Rhyno have been on such a roll in the tag team division. I mean, it's hard to imagine, but they have wins over teams like Rated RKO. They have wins over teams like the New Day, LOD. And you're surprised. I was surprised. It's Heath Slater and Rhyno, but right now, all the hype that I'm giving them is being dismissed because Bo Dallas is kicking Heath Slater's ass. And he tags in his partner Axel, and Axel's in now, and a little double team elbow there. Ooh, Heath Slater in a bad way. And he does a leaping tag to Rhyno, and Axel is not happy about that, having the big Rhyno in there, but he meets him with some forearms and showing some strength, and a fall away belly to belly. Stomping away on Rhyno. And the Miztourage here, this is technically their first match as a tag team, so if we're going to be talking about the tag team division, we're not going to exclude the newly formed Miztourage here in the Hobo Wrestling Alliance. They are going to be competitors in the tag team division. Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel, no slouches in singles combat, and right now Rhyno just flipped Curtis Axel over with a great butterfly suplex, but Axel jumping up and stopping the big man's momentum with a sidewalk slam. Big elbow drop there by Curtis Axel. Great way to start off our house show tonight. Also, just a quick reminder for everyone just tuning in tonight. Terror Tuesday is canceled, and we will instead be having the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. You may or may not see these two teams performing later this evening on the Hobo Wrestling Alliance. We'll be proud to bring such a great and prestigious tournament. And who is going to walk away tonight with that prestigious Dusty Rhodes trophy, paying homage to the legend himself? And Rhyno now showing Curtis Axel what's what in the tag team division, showing him that power and a big reverse elbow to the jaw. And a thundering headbutt. Axel now in a bad way. He looks a little frazzled. And Rhyno now dragging Axel to the corner. So he's going to tag in his partner here. He's Slater. And Rhyno going back to the outside. And Slater now hopping up to the top rope on the middle rope. Ooh, and he misses. He misses that elbow smash. But he recovered quick with a front face lock and a nice elbow to the back of the neck. And a clubbing left. And a snap suplex. Is it a snap suplex? No, a nice holding standing suplex by Heath Slater. And Slater now showboating a little bit. This is not going to work on Curtis Axel. Curtis Axel is no slouch. He may be having a rough match now, but that honky can wrestle. In case you don't know, Curtis Axel is actually the son of Mr. Perfect, the late great Kurt Hennig. And a scoop slam, but a reverse backdrop DDT by Curtis Axel on Heath Slater. I gotta say, I really digging Slater's tights. His choice of ring wear is pretty awesome, and a nice neck snaps. Ah, man, those moves are hardcore. Axel now stepping back, doing a little showboating. Told you once, and I've told you a million times, Hobo Nation, you don't showboat in the HWA, because Slater may be able to tag Rhyno in, but nope, going for a, ooh, a face, I'm sorry, reverse DDT. I'm a little tired, hobos, I'm not going to lie. I went to the gym today, not feeling 100%. Oh, going for a quick pin here, too, and Slater able to kick out. Axel now maybe setting Slater up for something unsexy. Oh, that might be it. That might be all she wrote. That was a face breaker. And Rhyno there to break up the count, sensing defeat. Both of the partners back on the outside. You can sense a little frustration here between both teams. They both want to climb that ladder. They both want to be contenders for the HWA Tag Team Championship. But Axel and Dallas on their first match together as a tag team here, with the Miz looking on. And Heath Slater and Rhyno. There you go. Slater mounting a little bit more offense there with that reverse arm drag and a scoop backbreaker. A great follow-away backbreaker. Now backing himself into his own corner and tagging the bigger, fresher Rhyno in. And Dallas desperately wants in this match, but Axel not able to make a tag, and Rhyno with a big flapjack. Ooh, that looked like it hurt. Stomping away, forearm smash, and a jab, and two thundering right jabs to the head of Rhyno, and a turnaround backside lariat from Curtis Axel. Wow. High impact lariat to the big, strong Rhyno. I think if that was Slater, he might have been out, but Rhino's got a thick neck, and a fireman's carry takedown here, slowing Curtis Axel down, and a clubbing right uppercut to the jaw of Curtis Axel. Rhino's belly-to-belly slam from Rhyno here, keeping Axel away from his partner, and the Miz now, the Miz doing his part in distracting the referee here. Axel now getting kicked down those huge quads of Rhyno. Now Rhyno being distracted by the Miz. This is not a good move. Rhyno needs to focus on his opponent, which is not the Miz. And now Axel getting him in that Cobra clutch. Oh, that Cobra clutch maneuver. It was like side Russian leg sweep, but it's not even close to being enough to take the big Rhyno down. Rhino's in a bad way. Finally, Axel able to tag his partner, Bo Dallas. Misses with that big leg stomp and a front face lock. A suplex. An inverted suplex bomb by Rhyno, stopping Bo Dallas dead in his tracks. And I don't think it mattered that Bo Dallas was the fresher man. Rhino's strong, and they are hungry for this tag team championship. And on follow-away, wow, what is that called there? Well, we're going to forget about it and come back to it later. Rhyno looking like he may be going for the spear. There's the spear on Bo Dallas. And Curtis Axel is inside the ring now with trying to distract Rhyno from the pin. And he did his job. And that might buy Bo Dallas enough time to kick out. But a neck wrench here from Rhyno on Bo Dallas. Bo Dallas in a bad way today. I gotta say, the Miztourage is having an okay showing, but their teamwork definitely needs some work. Bo Dallas here, sliding out of that move, and a full Nelson leg sweep right to dropping the face of Rhyno to the mat. And now Dallas flinging Rhyno into their corner and making a tag to Curtis Axel. It's going to be a little double team action here. Rhyno needs to make a tag, and a big back body drop. A double back body drop by Rhyno. But Rhyno, the veteran, the wherewithal to slide between the two men and tag in a super fresh Heath Slater, who's going for some big jump drop kicks and a big side kick there. Stopping Axel. Any momentum they just had is over. And that was a strange version of the zigzag there by Heath Slater, taking Curtis Axel down, completely halting the momentum of the Miztourage. He's going for a pin here, too, and Dallas there to save the day again. Saving the day again. Rhino's on the outside, can't really help his partner, and what's going to happen here? Slater going for a... Oh, on a bill. That was a hardcore spike DDT, and now the Miz distracting Heath Slater, and the ref trying to get that chair out of the ring, but he ended up throwing it into the ring. And the Miz did his job, distracting Heath Slater, allowing Curtis Axel. Oh, and Heath Slater scouted that, pounding Axel on the side of the temple. I don't know what that move was, but it looked crazy painful. It's like a power gutbuster slam, and clubbing right hands, and a reverse neck breaker on Curtis Axel from Heath Slater. And Slater now, big clotheslines on Heath. And Slater's down, and Dallas setting him up here, and a spear from Bo Dallas. That was a gut-wrecking spear, and Dallas now has Heath Slater in a bad way here. That was done with some harsh authority, and Dallas now showboating. Again, Hobo Nation, showboating is frowned upon because it may cost you the match. Just saying, it may cost you the match, Hobo Nation. What's he trying here? A kick, and he's setting him up for that reverse neck breaker. Oh, face breaker. That's the finisher there. This could be all she wrote for Slater, and Rhyno coming in too, and Rhyno breaking the pinfall. There's no doubt in my mind, if Rhyno did not come in at that moment, Heath Slater and Rhyno would have been on the losing end of this match. And right now, Dallas firmly in control of the match. A nice neck breaker there, going on the inside, hooking the arm of Slater and hitting a neck breaker, and a thudding right hand, and a jumping 5-arm shot right to the side of Bo Dallas's face. And the Miztourage having a little bit of a problem here, keeping the team of Heath Slater and Rhyno from kicking their ass. And now the Miz is back up on the apron, distracting the referee. It's not helping Bo Dallas's cause here. Heath just stomping away. He should be making a tag and raking the eyes of Bo Dallas with a boot. That was a little vicious. Dallas now set up with an Irish whip into the corner. And a tag to the big Rhyno. A little double team Irish whip here. Thundering elbows. 2 thundering elbows. And Slater now being distracted again by the Miz. He needs to get out of the ring. And a belly-to-belly suplex on Bo Dallas. Bo Dallas doesn't seem to have a lot left. And Dallas kicking up. And Rhyno, a snap suplex from Rhyno, showing his quickness, showing his agility, but most of all showing his experience. Rhyno, a veteran of almost 20 years in the ring with ECW. He made a run in WCW. Now he's here in the HWA, dropping a headbutt. I think that headbutt hurt Rhyno just as much as it hurt Bo Dallas. Scooping him up off the floor, clubbing right hands, backbreaker. Ooh, he added a little twist to it, a little more viciousness. And now Rhyno setting him up for what could be the final spear of the night, and a gore spear right in the center of the ring. And Rhyno going for the cover here, and the Miz distracting the referee. Rhyno hitting the gore spear, and the Miz jumping on the apron, distracting the referee, and Bo Dallas coming back off that with a big European uppercut. That might cost them the match. The Miz distracted the referee, and that might cost Rhyno and Heath Slater the match. Dallas now able to capitalize on that distraction from the Miz, and Rhyno's just rammed into the top turnbuckle by Bo Dallas, and Dallas now a jumping tornado DDT, and that definitely had a little pop on it, and Rhyno's busted open now, and Curtis Axel's been tagged in to pick what's left of the Rhyno's carcass up like the vulture he is. He drags him to the center, and the ropes, he's got his legs on the ropes, and the ref doesn't see it, but Rhyno is able to power out and toss Curtis Axel aside. Now dragging Curtis Axel with a snapmare takedown into their corner, and a great thundering kick there by the Rhyno, and a knee stops the momentum that Curtis Axel's been building, but Axel able to slide out and give a little bit of a reversal himself. The Rhyno tasting a little bit of that suplex. Rhino's in a bad way here, and that elbow finally connecting off the middle turnbuckle, and Axel backing in his own corner, tagging in Bo Dallas. Everybody here is tired. They're probably doing the fast tags in and out to keep each other as fresh as they can. And Dallas now setting up for what may, in fact, be that reverse DDT. Dragging the arms, setting them up. And a face DDT, a face breaker there. And Rhyno now tangled up. 1, 2, and Slater able to break the count up. And a bulldog, a running bulldog by Curtis Axel. And now the double team is going to ensue here on Rhyno. Rhyno taking vicious knees to the chest. The Rhyno's busted open. This has been a great opening match here in the Hobo Wrestling Alliance House Show, Season 1, Episode 11. Can he get the pin here? His feet are all over the rope, and the ref didn't see it, but it only got a 2 count. Rhyno's a huge guy. He's got a lot of experience and a lot of wherewithal, and a clubbing reversal, a clubbing forearm to the back, giving that belly to belly a little twist on the end is Rhyno, mounting a comeback, and a front face lock and another snap suplex there. Heath Slater still down on the apron because of that attack by Curtis Axel, and now he's tagged in, and a big boot sending Rhyno down. And that drop kick swatted away by Rhyno, but Rhyno doesn't have a lot left. And Rhyno tossing Curtis Axel over the top rope on the outside, buying himself some precious moments to recoup here. And now the Miz helping Curtis Axel out. And Rhyno going right to the apron for him. That big belly-to-belly suplex onto the floor. Good gracious, there's no give there. And the Miz now talking smack to Rhyno. I wouldn't put my finger in his face. And Rhyno grabbing the Miz, knee lift to the Miz's face. That'll teach him to interfere in a match. The Miz is going to get his team disqualified here if he's not careful. Now Rhyno wanting to win this match in the ring, going for and he's slammed into the side railing there. A big push into the barricade by Curtis Axel. All those distractions by the Miz have definitely swung a lot of the momentum of this match. A lot of the momentum Heath Slater and Rhyno have built into the Miztourage's corner. And now Rhino's laid out in the middle of the ring. Is it enough? And it is. And the Miztourage is victorious over Rhyno and Heath Slater in this opening bout of our house show Season 1, Episode 11. No small thanks to the Miz for that victory by the Miztourage over Heath Slater and Rhyno, and that's got to be a hell of a heartbreaker for those guys. They've been working so hard, climbing the ranks here in the HWA Tag Team Division. What a disappointment. What a disappointment for Rhyno and Heath Slater. A good showing here by the Miztourage, and they have the Miz to thank for that victory. And there are your winners, the Miztourage, ladies and gentlemen.
Huge victory here tonight.
It's performances like the one we just saw from these guys that makes tag team wrestling so exciting.
What a matchup that was. Truly
they're victorious.
Incredible.
They're successful in their in their HWA debut match.
Singles action is up next. You're not going to want to miss this. It'll be Shaemus against Jey Uso.
Who will reign supreme?
Quick reminder to everyone, thank you for tuning in to the HWA, the Hobo Wrestling Alliance. We are currently recruiting Season 1. We are still recruiting. We are still accepting registrations. If you play WWE 2K18 on Xbox One, join Hobo Nation. Leave a comment with your gamer tag, the name of your character. We will download you and add you to the HWA Hobo Wrestling Alliance roster. You can be one with us. Be one of us. One of us. One of us. But right now, we are going to go to our second of 4 matches here on the HWA House Show Season 1, Episode 11. It's going to be one half of the bar, Shaemus, that ginger-killing machine, against one half of the Usos, Jey Uso. And I have actually been looking forward to this match, so we're going to go right into it. Let's keep it moving.
Making his way to the ring, accompanied by Cesaro, representing the team of Shaemus and Cesaro from Dublin, Ireland, weighing in at 267 pounds, the Celtic Warrior, Shaemus.
Sounds to me, guys, like this crowd is ready to get this night started. They're not the only ones, Cole. It seems to me that these superstars want nothing more than to get their hands on one another. And Byron, I would say these guys look more than ready to start this match.
So is this crowd, Michael, and justifiably so. This one's going to be simply amazing.
Not gonna lie, I'm looking forward to this singles match between Jey Uso and Shaemus. Here, brought to you by the Hobo Wrestling Alliance, HWA Season 1, Episode 11.
Opponent, accompanied by Jimmy Uso, representing the Usos from San Francisco, California, weighing in at 228 pounds, Jey Uso.
Oh yeah, I can't think of a better way to kick off this night. I don't know. Part of me hoped Saxton would have got lost on the way to the announce table. That definitely would have made things better, but no such luck. Tell me, Corey, do you like his chances here tonight?
Well, it's hard to beat a person who never gives up. And I can tell you that he has absolutely no quit in him. So yes, I do like his chances.
And we're getting underway here, and Shaemus and Jey Uso, the collar and elbow tie-up here. Shaemus already showing his physical superiority, shoving Jey Uso into the corner. A clean break there by the Celtic Warrior, the ginger wrestling machine, as I like to call him. It's totally a term of endearment. He's a ginger wrestling machine. And now Jey Uso coming back, showing Shaemus what's what. The Usos not to be pushed around. They and the Bar are definitely working on a great rivalry here in the HWA and the tag team division. They're top contenders, both of them are, for the HWA Tag Team Championships, currently held by American Alpha. Now, Shaemus with a wrecking ball of a head slam down into the mat thing stuff that he just did. Wow. That's what I'm going to go with, because I didn't have anything for that moment. And as you guys know, the HWA House Show, one of the bonuses is it is uncut and unedited, so you will always get me doing stupid stuff. Sometimes I just can't get my ish together. And now Jey going for a quick cover there on the Celtic Warrior. And my ginger wrestling machine ain't going to go down so easily. Nice kicks there. Elbow smash to the back of the neck of Shaemus, and Jey Uso with a butterfly over, what is that, a butterfly hip toss? That's what that is. That's a butterfly hip toss. And Shaemus now stopping the momentum of Jey Uso by rolling outside. That's a veteran move. And Jey now grabbed and manhandled a bit by the Celtic Warrior, being draped over the top rope and then slingshotted down to the apron. And Shaemus going for the cover, and that's just a 1 count. Jey is a tough guy. He's going to take more than that, my ginger wrestling machine. Reversal there by Jey Uso, showing a lot of agility here, and here's a little show of power by Jey Uso, scooping Shaemus down, and that gut buster like pile driver. Great move there by Jey Uso, and a running drop kick, a baseball drop kick, a high knee drop to the face of the ginger wrestling machine here in the Hobo Wrestling Alliance. And Jey now the top rope, an Uso splash. Great move. Fantastic agility being showed here by Jey Uso, showing why the Usos definitely are top of the tag division here. The Bar, no slouch. Shaemus recovering quickly in a clubbing reversal, and a big reversal there with a clubbing forearm by Jey Uso. But Shaemus with that fireman's carry roll through and a kick to the chest. Oh man, I think he shot his heart out through his back with that kick. Shaemus showing his power, showing his speed here. He's got a lot of quickness for a big man, does the Celtic Warrior. Once he's setting him up on the top rope here. That's no man's land for the Ginger Machine here. Oh, big move here. Big move coming from Shaemus. And a big fireman's roll through slam from the second turnbuckle. Jey Uso is in a bad way. I bet they both wish this was a tag team match at this point. Jimmy Uso looking confident out there. Now distracting the Celtic Warrior, buying his brother a few precious seconds. And that's giving him the time to scoop Shaemus up from the back. And what's he got planned here? Draping the Celtic Warrior over the top rope. Uso now going for that ankle DDT. That sends shockwaves from your ankle to your knee to your hip. Easy to break an ankle on that move. And the Celtic Warrior still kicking out at 2. Shaemus, a former world heavyweight champion in the WWE, is not going to give up that easily. And Jey Uso going for some type of submission move here. That's an interesting submission hold. Will Shaemus tap out here? But he doesn't. Shaemus actually able to power out and twists around, kicking Jey Uso in the face. Wow. And he scoops him up even after taking such a devastating move. And he's going to drape him over the top rope one more time. Little payback for earlier. Shaemus is giving Jey there. Big backbreaker slams. He's going to do this a few times. And a second one. And Jey's in a bad way with a third backbreaker. Jey Uso, will he be able to recover from this out of control assault by the Ginger Wrestling Machine? The Celtic Warrior showboating. We all know how I feel about showboating. That gives him time to recover and come back with a nice big elbow. Trying to give the Celtic Warrior a neck breaker, but Shaemus giving Jey Uso a thundering right hand, knocking the man down. There's a chair in the ring. And a chokeslam powerbomb. And Jimmy Uso's able to distract the referee. And Jey, I have no doubt in my mind, Jey would have lost the match right here after that chokeslam powerbomb. And Jimmy is being tossed out of ringside. And Shaemus going for the cover here on Jey Uso. 1, 2, 3. And Shaemus wins. Shaemus is victorious. It didn't matter. It didn't matter, Jey. It didn't matter, Jimmy. It didn't matter that you tried to distract the Bar. It just didn't matter. They had your number from the top, and Shaemus came back from a little bit of interference from Jimmy Uso, some great offense by Jey Uso, but I think in the end it just came down to power, and power is what Shaemus has plenty of, and these 3 big backside backbreakers definitely came into play. Here's that choke slam power bomb. I don't think Jay was going to recover from this. And Jimmy hopping up on the apron there. You see it on the top right-hand side of your screen, distracting the referee from making the 3 count, but it just wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. Shaemus, the big boot to the face, and that's pretty much all she wrote for Jimbo. And I can tell you right now, Hobo Nation, it's not the last you're going to hear of the Bar versus the Usos. Let's get a little celebration, well-earned celebration from the Celtic Warriors, Ginger Wrestling Machine,
And that'll do it here for
Hobo
this
Wrestling
one-on-one
Alliance.
match. I hope you enjoyed it as much as this live crowd appears to have enjoyed it.
Alright, Hobo Nation, so I want you all to see this. Well, you are seeing it. I'm assuming you're all seeing it. So if you see, we're looking at the stats right now for the Bar. So the Bar are the number 2 contenders to the tag team, the HWA Tag Team Champions. Let's see. The Usos are the number 3 contenders to the HWA Tag Team Championship. So I hope one or both of these teams are in the Dusty Rhodes Classic tonight. I hope one of these two teams gets drawn, or both of them get drawn to be part of. I think they would make the tournament so classic, especially if they were able to meet the 2nd and 3rd contenders to the HWA Tag Team Champions. I'm blown away. I'm blown away. I'm hoping it happens, but we don't know because we're not there yet, and I cannot tell the future on Tuesdays. And right now, the next match, Hobo Nation, is for the Hobo Wrestling Alliance Hardcore Championship. And it's going to be one hell of a backstage brawl between the Lone Wolf, Baron Corbin, and the Falcon, the Hardcore Champion, winner of the Hardcore Tournament just 3 days ago, Jay Flies. I'm looking forward to this one. And remember, folks, if you have a character and would like to be part of the Hobo Wrestling Alliance, the HWA, we are still accepting registrations. Xbox One exclusive, WWE 2K18. Join us by leaving a comment in the comment section of the YouTube video you are presently watching, or you can hit us up on Twitch or Twitter. If you go on Twitch, we're Sunburn City Live. That's where we always are, baby, on Tuesday nights. Or you can find me on Twitter as Sunburn City Hobo. Let's, oh man, a hardcore championship match. I'm really excited. Oh, did I mention it's going to be a backstage brawl? Oh yeah, it's going to be a backstage brawl for the hardcore championship. Let's keep it moving. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, they're going to go for it right here. Oh, and a big clothesline there from Baron Corbin. And this, remember, the hardcore title is up for grabs 24/7 anywhere. Anywhere. You could be in line at Dunkin' Donuts and get clotheslined and get pinned in Dunkin' Donuts and lose the hardcore title. You could be just coming out of the John and get sideswiped by someone like the Lone Wolf here, Baron Corbin, and slip and fall down and hit your head on the toilet seat that you just finished using, and guess what? You got pinned. You lost your hardcore title, and that's why this backstage brawl is a great representation of what it means to be the HWA Hardcore Champion, and right now, the champion, Jay Flies, a flurry of offense against the Lone Wolf, Baron Corbin. I don't think Corbin was expecting any of this from the hardcore champion. He looks a little stunned, dropping an elbow there to the chest, another elbow, and these guys are beating the hell out of each other. He throws him into that box of God knows what's in there. That box looks really heavy. And clubbing right, Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin's been a little frustrated in the past few weeks. Oh, and a bulldog. A hard bulldog on the bare concrete back there. And a elbow smash, a reverse elbow smash. And a drop down clubbing right hand. And Corbin just showing his physical strength and size by choke slamming the champion. Another elbow smash to the face of Corbin. I'm not going to be surprised if we see a whole lot of red stuff dripping from somebody. Oh no, what's happening here? And a double axe handle blow to the chest. That's an axe handle heart punch. Those things kill people. Going for a twist of fate on the concrete on Baron Corbin. And now what is J-Fly's, the Falcon? What's he plotting up here? And Corbin's up. Corbin's not down yet. Still has not retained his hardcore championship. Has J-Flies, and Corbin is a neck breaker on the concrete. This is brutal. This is brutal. We need to get the EMTs here. This is going to end badly for one of these two men. And Corbin now twisting around, showing a little bit more of his stamina, bringing big clubbing right hands to the champion. And the champion reverses it, throwing Corbin into that electrical box. Uh-oh, what's he going to do here? Spear into the electrical box. A spear into the electrical box. Oh my God. Oh my God. What is going on? Is Baron Corbin all right? Did you guys see that spear? And the Falcon setting up Corbin for something worse. This is why J-Flies is the hardcore champion. This right here is what it means to be the hardcore champion. Corbin, I don't know how he's got anything left after that big move. A kick there. A kick by J-Flies. And Corbin reversing it. And a face-buster DDT. A face-busting DDT on the concrete to the hardcore champion. Corbin scooping and a fall-away power slam. A huge power slam on the concrete. And Corbin now recovering real quick from what I thought was easily a match-ending move, and he's just tossing J-Flies around now. The Falcon now getting his neck wrenched. Corbin's doing this probably to buy a little bit of time so he can recover. I'm shocked that Baron Corbin was even close to able to get up from that spear into the electrical box. Holy shiitake mushrooms. J-Flies flinging Corbin into the concrete wall, face first into the wall. And J-Flies climbing up top. The Falcon, is he going to take flight? Setting up Corbin for something. And he does a frog splash. Some type of frog splash. But it looks like he did, in fact, not get all of it. He didn't get all of it. And he hit his knee on the concrete. And Corbin's down. Corbin's in a bad way here. Ah, J-Flies is the winner. J-Flies retains the hardcore championship. J-Flies has defeated Baron Corbin. What a twist of fate onto the concrete. And that was it. That was it. Look at this move. He took two of those. He took two of those, Hobo Nation. And J-Flies retains the hardcore championship. Wow. Wow. What a match. I think I hit the wrong button. I did. Because I'm a dumbass. I hit exits and then I did. Sorry about that, H. Sorry about that, HW.
Strap in and get ready. Time for the main event. Singles match coming up next.
Wow. J-Flies retains his hardcore championship against Baron Corbin. And that means the Lone Wolf does, in fact, extend his losing streak. And now we got a match of what seems to be revenge. And I'm going to call it revenge because as we were talking about earlier, Hobo Nation, or one of our previous house shows, which you can find the links to exclusively on our Discord, Sunburned City's Discord, we were talking about the triple threat match between Daniel Bryan, the glorious Bobby Roode, and the phenomenal AJ Styles, and how Daniel Bryan believes that Bobby Roode stole that victory from him. because he hit his Kinshasa, and then Bobby Roode slid in, threw him out of the ring, and was able to roll up and pin AJ Styles after Daniel Bryan says that he basically did all the work in that match, and that Bobby Roode is a punk. And we're going to find out if there's any truth behind these punk claims. Is he glorious, or is he a punk? We're going to find out. Just you wait, Hobo Nation. We're going to find out.
Don't move. We have a great match coming up next. It'll be Daniel Bryan against an imposing adversary.
You don't want to miss it.
We want to thank everyone who's just tuning in to see Hobo Nation's Hobo Wrestling Alliance here in Sunburn City, Season 1, Episode 11. Thank you for tuning in. This is the second show we've ever done with commentary. Sorry if it's a little sloppy today, not feeling 100%, still battling this cold. I appreciate everyone's support, and if you have a character and would like to be part of the Hobo Wrestling Alliance exclusively on Xbox One, WWE 2K18, leave us a comment. We will download your character. We will download your wrestler or wrestlers, and you will be part of the Hobo Wrestling Alliance. Get some. Now, we're going to keep the night moving with the next match, Daniel Bryan versus Bobby Roode. Hobo Wrestling Alliance, keeping it moving on our house shows here, Season 1, Episode 11. Enjoy.
Movement is in full effect as Daniel Bryan makes his way to the ring.
Man, I never get tired of seeing the HWA Universe react to Daniel Bryan.
And he clearly comes into this match in tremendous physical condition.
Yeah, but where is he mentally, Cole? That's the real question. I don't care about how good you look. If you don't have it upstairs, you're simply not going to succeed.
Folks, Bobby Roode is here.
Ladies and gentlemen, trust me, Bobby Roode is that special somebody we should all aspire to be like.
Guys, this match will undoubtedly go a long way in determining just who is the most dominant superstar.
That's what makes this match so great. These superstars clearly have a point to prove here tonight and will likely do anything necessary to go ahead and prove that point.
Folks, we're underway here in this what seems to be a grudge match, and the reason these two competitors or Daniel Bryan is so upset with Bobby Roode is because last week at one of our house shows, that triple threat match was actually the debut for all three men, all three, Daniel Bryan, the glorious Bobby Roode, and AJ Styles. And Daniel Bryan wants to be a contender for the HWA Twitch World TV Championship, and you can't do that if you lose your debut match. And right now, he's showing just how pissed off at Bobby Roode he is with those huge stomps to the chest and a knee drop to the lower back. And Bobby Roode raking the eyes, stopping that seeming belly-to-belly suplex there. And Roode setting up Bryan for a suplex. Bryan now an overhead suplex from Bobby Roode. Nice move there, slowing the momentum down. Roode is a bit more methodical than Daniel Bryan. Bryan likes a bit faster paced of a match, likes to take risks, jump around. Bobby Roode keeps things on the mat, a good sound technical wrestler, driving a knee right to the back of the head and planting the face of Bryan. And Roode is, as always, aggressive, as always, a little bit more willing to stretch and bend the rules, and referees have a tendency of letting him do that. Some refs do, others don't. A fireman's carry suplex there on Bobby Roode by Daniel Bryan. Now changing the momentum and the pace of the match into his favor. Bryan tossing Roode onto the apron, a spear and shoulder tackle, tossing Roode onto the outside. Thundering kicks to the chest of Bobby Roode, and Roode now kicking that knee of Daniel Bryan, taking one of his main offensive weapons away and hurling the man into the apron, dropping him to the floor. And Bryan making a comeback with those forearms. But Bobby Roode going right to the sternum, and a nice clothesline there, taking Daniel Bryan down here on the outside. There's no apron on those floors, guys. This is the bare concrete, and that elbow drop will crush your sternum. And Roode now tossing Daniel Bryan into the steel steps and a stomp to the back, and the ref's count is up to 7. Roode needs to get Daniel Bryan into the ring. Roode more than willing to take a count-out victory here. The ref's up to 9. And Bryan may get counted out here. Daniel Bryan is 1 count away from being counted out of this match and losing to Bobby Roode. And Bobby Roode steals this match with a count-out victory. Oh, that is not going to sit well with Daniel Bryan. I'm shocked that Bobby Roode would allow a count-out victory to happen. He had just as much to prove in this match as Daniel Bryan, but Bobby Roode throwing Daniel Bryan into the steel steps, causing him to get counted out, and Roode stealing another victory from Daniel Bryan. And this is only going to heat up the rivalry between these two superstars here in the HWA, both wanting to be competitors and contenders for the HWA Twitch TV Championship. And the glorious Bobby Roode victorious on the HWA House Show Season 1, Episode 11. All right, folks, that does it for today's show, the HWA House Show, Season 1, Episode 11. Thank you for watching the Hobo Wrestling Alliance. Remember to tune in later tonight to our Twitch channel, Sunburn City Live, for coverage on the HWA's Dusty Rhodes Classic Tag Team Tournament. Who's going to take home that trophy? Paying homage to the great Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream. We'll see you folks tonight. Keep it moving.